Alright, gonna do a quick video on the Falcon because I haven't put one up since I've done a ton to the car. I think I just posted a video when I first got it and a lot's changed since then. So, do a little walk around first. It's a 61 Falcon, two-door. Was I think a 170 six-cylinder car, and it was a bench seat car, and nothing special. So let's look around a little more. Went with the Grant steering wheel. I think it's like a 14-inch or something. Wood grain. The old 17-inch wheel was just too big. Little stereo console down there. It's a GPS speedometer drive unit. Since I'm using a T5 transmission, so there was no speedo cable hookup. Been trying different shifters. I have this tall Hearst out of my buddy's 64 Galaxy wagon that has a T5 in it, I think, as well. And I've been trying that out. I really like it, but the offset to the driver's side is a little much, so I think I'm going to get about the same height but a straighter one. But it's still a big improvement over the old Mustang shifter that was on the T5. It's out of like a 90s Mustang. But yeah, the dash was nice. I didn't want to cut it, so I left the old stereo in there. So stereo down there, and I'll probably build an aluminum console at some point, but that was kind of a idea to see if I liked it there, and it's actually really convenient and works well, has a phone mount. And this is really a daily driver car when it's nice weather here in Colorado. So kick panel speakers, tack on the dash there. I did the headliner. There was no headliner in it when I got it, and I added it, but it already had glass installed and I didn't want to pull it, so I did the headliner and did contact cement, and I'm not real happy with it. I mean, it's better than no headliner, but you can see you really just can't do these well without pulling the glass. So at some point, front and rear glass is gonna have to come out to actually do a nice headliner, but it works for now. A couple 6x9s in the back, and got the Falcon embossed door panels, which are kind of cool. Decent paint job. It's kind of like a metallic blue. And so we'll go over the motor in a minute, but running the 5-lug wheels, I don't know what they're off of. Traction bars in the back. It's got a Falcon Sprint axle in it. I'm not sure the gear ratio. And powered sub back there. There's a little amplifier in the back here for the speakers. Trunk's in real nice shape underneath. And I've done a Holley Sniper EFI conversion, so it's got a larger 14-gallon Mustang tank in it for the EFI. So it uses an in-tank fuel pump module. And it's all self-regulated back there, so there's no return line or anything. It's really simple install. There's the Sniper controller. Nice carpet. I changed out the seats for these. They're Pro Car Classics or something that are just like a fairly cheap, actually, like low back bucket seat, but they're really nice. They were like, I don't know, maybe $200 a piece, and their 64 Falcon brackets actually fit perfectly. I had to drill a new hole since this had a bench seat, so I had to drill the inner holes, but that was about it. Really easy install. They're super comfortable, and some Jegs lap harnesses. And yeah, so there's the back. Dash works well. The temp gauge doesn't work with this setup, but I've got it down there. Yeah, the GPS speedo is awesome. The pickups on the dash up there, or not the pickup, but the antennas up there. And yeah, we'll go look at the motor for a minute and then fire it up. Okay, so here's the motor setup. It's like a late 90s, I think it's out of a Ford Explorer, so it's a roller cam 5.0 motor. A YN Stealth intake, performance distributors, a custom curved distributor that uses the Duraspark module. So next, now that I've got the fuel injection really well tuned, I'm going to be adding the Holley distributor and doing timing control with the ECU. So there's some of the harness for the fuel injection systems over there, and relays and stuff. Main junction blocks over here for the fuel injection system. And yeah, Scarebird disc brakes. You can see the sticker there. Scarebird up front. Not sure what the master cylinder is out of, but it's a 2-pot master and proportioning valve, so it still drums in the rear. So it stops real well, and yeah, I've got the what do you call it? The export brace on it, and it's braced underneath as well. So there's a large, like 8-gallon oil pan, and then a big square brace that ties the shock towers together underneath. And Texas Twister fan, aluminum radiator. It's running a Ford Racing F303 cam, so it's, you know, fairly lumpy, but it's not like gnarly. No name aluminum heads, or not no name, but no good name. They're like World Products or something. And when I got it, the heads weren't set up at all. It had roller rockers on it, and nothing was set up for the cam that was in it. And it wasn't long before I snapped a rocker stud, and then blew a head gasket. So the whole top end came apart. I redid everything, resealed everything, had a head stud that pulled the threads out. There's a whole big mess. So fixed all that, had the head set up by my local machine shop for the F303 cam, and then got it running well, and then added the fuel injection, and that's been really nice. Mufflers are like a Summit Racing Flowmaster knockoff, like a Flowmaster 40 knockoff. They sound just fine. So let's fire it up. Fuel pump primes, sniper system comes on. Sure. Do a driving video soon as well, but too much other stuff to do, man.